Look at it as an ambulance in the air.
An ambulance is supposed to carry people who need immediate medical attention.
For that useless thing that we are doing, you are only, what are they doing? They are transporting condoms.
What is Zipline? I don't know where this Zipline is going to transport this medical items to.
We are spending 297 million every year to supply sanitary pad to school children, including me, my niece in Latte, that can afford sanitary pad.
And in a month, we spend about $500,000 on this Zipline. And it is a U.S. partnership.
Let me say fundamentally.
Yes. Now, with this 6 drones per drone, we spend about $88,000 US. And so, where is it going to transport them to?
Nana, these and many more are the reasons why Zipline was introduced.
You see, this sanitary pad issue, me myself, I have a problem with it because this sanitary pad, Nankasana, it is being shared to people who can even afford it. People disagree with me, and that is why we'll have people telling me that, I should shut up, and that my glasses is oversized, I look silly, and all that. But the truth is the truth. We do not have hospitals. Why do we need a Zipline? There's no need. They've not said it anywhere that they are terminating this contract, but they are going to look into it.
Again, we need to go back to the foundational pillars of this particular service.
And that is what I stand for. They should look into it. Speak about my oversized glasses, and then that's your own business. That's your own business. I will always speak the truth. Have you heard about Zipline contract issues? Yes. Talk of the $500,000 US that is being spent on Zipline. Now, I have seen Miracle Aboagye trying to explain to us what Zipline is into details so that we get to understand and not say anything at all just because we do not understand the use of Zipline.
Before I even come to all the other issues around it, I want us to establish the fact that there is a background to the establishment of the Zipline drone system.
I have taken my time to make a few research to tell you what Zipline is so that you get to understand the conversation properly. In case I make a submission and you do not understand, you get to know that this is what Zipline is. Then you understand why I am making the submission. Now, what is Zipline? Zipline is to transport medical items from one place to another, especially the rural areas. Good. And this Zipline contract came into existence in the year 2019. I mean, April 2019. And we have about 6 drones working with this Zipline. And in a month, we spend about $500,000 on this Zipline. And it is a U.S. partnership. Yes. Now, with this 6 drones per drone, we spend about $88,000 US. And so summing up to $500,000 for the 6 drones. Now, as I've told you, this is what the drone does. And from Miracle Aboagye, he says, you cannot substitute this to hospitals that are to be built. This is like an air ambulance.
Let me say fundamentally, there is no substitute to Zipline.
Really?
Zero.
Really?
Hospitals, building hospitals is not a substitute to Zipline. Having medical stores is not a substitute to Zipline. If you want to understand Zipline in its basic terms, probably look at it as an ambulance in the air.
Now, let's look at what an ambulance is. An ambulance is supposed to give first aid. An ambulance is supposed to carry people who need immediate medical attention. You get my point? And so if this is just like an air ambulance and it's supposed to transport one is supposed to transport medical items from one place to another, where is it going to? Is it going to our farms or to our homes? I don't get it. So for Miracle Aboagye to tell us that we do not need hospitals, but we need Zipline, I don't know where this Zipline is going to transport this medical items to.
Look at it as an ambulance in the air.
Where is it going to transport them to?
Let me say fundamentally.
It's definitely going to transport them to the hospitals. So if you ask me, the hospitals are very, very important than the Zipline. We need the hospitals before the Zipline. Do you understand my point? We need the hospitals than the Zipline. According to Miracle Aboagye, this Zipline came out because of some time ago we had snake bites, we had maternal mortality and all that, which I agree that it is something we need to pay attention to. It is something we need to look at and then find solutions, quick solutions for that matter, that can solve these problems.
You see, there was a time in this country where snake bites were killing people.
Sure.
Just snake bites. There was a time in this country where maternal mortality rate was so high, simply because in the middle of the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., when the woman is like they say, water is broken, they need blood. And where they are, blood is not readily available. And people were dying as a result of that. Nana, these and many more are the reasons why Zipline was introduced.
We need more hospitals, we need more first aids, and all that. Basically, if we have the hospitals available, all these things should be readily available in there. And if possible, when these hospitals are available, we can think of the Zipline too. This US partnership thing, this US, they have hospitals across the United States. They have ambulances available at every point before thinking of the Zipline. And so if we want to go for Zipline, and I totally agree with Miracle Aboagye that in terms of now we are in a modern age and we cannot use cargo cars to transport these things to the rural areas where it's needed urgently. If we have Zipline that can transport it, why not? It is okay, but we need the hospitals first. We need the good roads first. I heard him also say that if you're able to allocate money for sanitary pads for these girls to in the secondary schools, why can't you do this too? You see, this sanitary pad issue, me myself, I have a problem with it because the sanitary pad nankasana, it is being shared to people who can even afford it.
We are spending 297 million every year to supply sanitary pad to school children, including me, my niece in Latte, that can afford sanitary pad.
When you go to our secondary schools, and young women they cannot afford sanitary pad. So why can't we focus on people who cannot afford and then give it to them rather than giving it to everybody? And also I think that money that is being used to provide sanitary pad for these girls, why can't we get their parents a better paying job so that they can be able to afford a sanitary pad? If they are into farming, why can't we help them in the farming sector so that they can be able to afford a sanitary pad for their girls? Why can't we get them a good paying job so that they can be able to afford the sanitary pads rather than providing them sanitary, giving them free, everything free? Oh, Charlie. But in the case of this Zipline too, I also think that there should be things that should be done first. So if we are to transport medical items immediately to people in the rural areas or hospitals in the rural areas, if we have good roads, there wouldn't be any sense of urgency. If there's a good hospital, they are supposed to know that, oh, we need this from the city or we need this from Accra. So they plan ahead. I'm not sure that there will be a case where there's going to be a case of urgency each and every minute. So we need to send Zipline, that should cost us about $500,000 every month. And if you calculate it with the amount they are mentioning, that can be used for good roads and hospitals, because at this moment we don't need the Zipline, we need good hospitals. If we have good hospitals, I mean, things work properly before we even think of Zipline. Now, to Miracle Aboagye, I've also heard him say that he's pleading with the government not to terminate this contract because it is going to save lives. And you see, Miracle Aboagye, I have a message from Solomon Owusu to you. According to him, this Zipline contract is useless. These are not my words.
As we speak, this whole program started in April of 2019. Is that not the case? Every month we were paying $528,000. By extension, if we were going to, as we were do the mathematics for the last 5 years, the country has expended $31 million. So what is this business of your $30 million? For that useless thing that we are doing, you are only, what are they doing? They are transporting condoms.
These are the words of Solomon Owusu from the United Party. According to him, these people wanted chop. That is why they introduced this Zipline. And you see, someone will say that I'm trying to side with Solomon Owusu. No, but the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. You see, when I sit here and I speak about the truth, people disagree with me, and that is why we'll have people telling me that, I should shut up, and that my glasses is oversized, I look silly and all that. But the truth is the truth. We do not have hospitals. Why do we need a Zipline? We don't have hospitals. Why do we need Zipline? Zipline is transporting the medical items to who? Is it transporting it to farmers or people in their homes or what? It is definitely going to transport these items to the people in the hospital or the medical experts. And so if we do not have these hospitals, what is the use of the Zipline? Miracle Aboagye, what is the use? Because today I read a story about doctors not going to these rural areas because of the inadequate of proper health facilities in this country, especially in the rural areas. And we are spending this amount of money on Zipline. Oh, Charlie, we will have people come into the comment section to insult me. But the truth is the truth. Miracle Aboagye, you might be making a point in there that it is very, very important because it is going to save lives and all that. But you see, according to this man from the NDC communications team, he says that there's no need, they've not said it anywhere that they are terminating this contract, but they are going to look into it.
Again, we need to go back to the foundational pillars of this particular service.
And that is what I stand for. They should look into it. Is it going to help us, as Miracle Aboagye is saying? Is it really helping us as at from 2019 till date? Is it helping us? Yes or no? We look into it. If it's yes, we continue. If it is no, we drop it. The money being spent, is it really going into the Zipline contract or a Bifa baby? The money being spent on this Zipline contract, is it worth it? Yes or no? If it is yes, let's continue. If it is no, let's drop it. And so please look into it. As stated, look into it carefully. Let us know. And as for those who come in, this oversized person, if mekanokre nebe ha dear, my friend, you just have to go and sit somewhere, because the truth is what you're going to speak here. We are bringing you the right informations for you to hear. Minkai da mababet ha abo eye aban we abaso on wrongdoings. No, I don't do that. If it is wrong, I'll tell you it is wrong. Just as I've spoken about the free sanitary pad thing. If citizens are being given proper jobs to do in this country, I don't think sanitary pad should be something that we cannot provide for our girls. And I speak the truth. I don't lie about anything. I don't lie. If my truth will hurt you and you come in speak about my oversized glasses, then that's your own business. That's your own business. I will always speak the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, the name still remains Naa here on Naa Lartey TV. Join me. Let's spread the truth. We need to give you the right informations, not the ones that will suit you, no, or benefit you. We are bringing you the truth. The truth is the truth. The law is the law. I'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.